All right. Good evening, everyone. Yes. So, can I have everybody's attention? Just within a few minutes, I should be done. So, my name is Nelson. Nelson Oshingyo. I'm actually the founder of Megadel Africa. So, 7 years ago, I was not in the country. Came into the country. I decided to run a restaurant business because I love cooking. I love cooking for fun, and I thought it was easy to run a restaurant business. I got some loans from some friends and family, and then I decided to borrow some loan from an organization too, and I started a restaurant illegally. The business folded up in 6 months. So, in order to manage to cope with the pressure, the depression, and everything I faced, I decided to partner with another friend who borrowed some huge amount of money from a bank. In the next 6 months, again, we folded up. And then it was a whole drama for me. It took me about 1 year to 2 years to recover from that depression of losing money and then running a business that was not successful. And then over time, I decided to jump into fintech, tech software engineering, and I learned how to actually code and did everything. So what bettered Megadel, which I'll just fast forward, go to the point, is that I love cooking. And because sometimes, every time, most of the times, most of us always want to eat good food. And because we always want to eat good food, that food is based on when we want to eat the food. We look for a way how we try to get the food when we want to eat it. So we came up with Megadel Africa. What Megadel Africa is doing is we are focused on providing an inventory management system. More or less, we are covering every operational cost that has to. Can you go to problem statement? We are actually in charge of covering every cost that has to do with covering every stage that has to do with the operations for restaurant businesses. How do I mean? We are actually looking at their stocks and inventory management in terms of wastage. One of the things I discovered when I was running a business is we could not keep an account of what we were buying and how we were buying, what were the cost of it, when it would get spoiled, or how the duration of it. And that was a problem for we had to stock, but since we didn't have customers coming, we lost every cost of what we used for the stock. So that process of managing it was a problem. And I had to think about, okay, so what are the situations? This was a problem I myself faced. That means that if I face this problem, there are other restaurants too that also face this problem in the first 6 months when they open and they end up not operating. You find out that they end up not operating in the next 6 to 1 year and they are out of businesses. Employee management. I have had an issue that our employees were stealing from us day to day. By the time we did the accounting, we had lost almost like 5 million in the next one in the space of 6 months. Why? We didn't have a mechanism to actually more or less gather our cash. People were paying the food that they actually ate. They were paying it with cash, and because we were not there to actually oversee what was going on, once someone comes to pay with 10,000, they take 2,000, 3,000. We discover that we're losing a lot of money. So that's a major problem in the restaurant industry. And then you have menu prioritization in terms of how do you know exactly what menu is actually bringing profit. You have listed about, let's say, 10 to 15 menus. Which of them is actually generating the most revenue, and how much is the cost you're spending on it exactly, and how is that translating to your revenue and your profit margin? That is the problem I faced myself, and I discovered that also over time with research and data, a lot of businesses, restaurant owner faces as well. Please, can you go to the solution problem? So what we are doing is that we're covering the whole aspect of inventory management system, from down to when they purchase, down to when they execute in terms of preparation, down to when they actually stock. And then we are actually doing the labor management as well. We are streamlining every hiring processes, making sure that their staff that they are bringing on board know exactly what they are coming there to do and how they are running it, with the trainings that we're actually going to be offering to them. Beyond just the training itself, the insights that we're actually going to be giving them because of our tools that they will have to use to actually manage their restaurant businesses for their owners. And then cost analysis. Question is, how do you manage sales? Beyond just managing sales, what else are you doing in terms of your pricing? Who are the customers, right? Where are you buying your goods from? How are you buying your goods from? Now that we are in a state where the food prices are not stable, inflation prices hit there. Today you buy it today, tomorrow you go, it's a different price. How are they managing all those costs? And our solution is covering this aspect: inventory management system, labor management, and cost analysis. We are giving them an overview of everything that they need to do, down from their operations, down to when they actually purchase, down to their customers and everything, even down to logistics. We are covering everything. Um, our market opportunities, the current market in the food industry is valued around $164 billion, right? And of course, we actually had to break it down in terms of cloud kitchens because we have a niche that we're actually focusing on. And we discovered that it's actually 74 billion. We broke it down. What? Cloud kitchens are virtual kitchens that people can actually operate from. They're actually the norm currently going on. I think it's just a few companies, yeah, virtual kitchens where restaurant owner operate from. They don't have a seat, it's in-house seat space, but they actually operate. They cook from there and just allow users that actually want to order from online just order from them. They don't have an in-house seat space. Yes, an in-house sitting space. They operate from the comfort of their homes. Yes, it's just a kitchen. So I can turn my kitchen, my house kitchen, into a cloud kitchen. It's virtual because you serve your customers online. Your customer order their meals online. Yes. So, and we streamlined it down to some, and we discovered that in the Nigerian food industry, you have about, it's currently valued about 10.1 billion currently in our ecosystem. And I think it's a market that there's a lot of opportunity right now because most of the Nigerians restaurants are just discovering that, or chefs that are coming on board are discovering that instead of me going to actually rent a brick and mortar building, I could just operate a cloud kitchen and still make my volume based on the analysis that we actually see in the market. So can you help me, please? A competitive advantage, what we have over them is that our app is currently on development. We are providing data analysis with performance. It shows performance simply means that exactly what they are doing, how they are doing it, and the outcome or the output of what they are doing. We are actually providing that data. And we are also including AI. AI is the norm now, but at the end of the day, our product is tailored to not just the restaurants but the end consumers, right? Our AI powered menu optimizations. It tells the user who is buying from them exactly how the product, the value of the product that is given to them in terms of even ingredients. And then we are providing real-time supply chain visibility. Now, when that aspect is that from when they buy their foodstuffs from the farmer or the market person, down to when they prepare it, down to when the client order a meal from their platform, down to when they deliver, the logistics person delivers it. They are seeing everything in real time, and it's easy for them to track and monitor things from the comfort of their home and also see visibility of what can work and what cannot work. And then, of course, personalized branding marketing tools. So, yeah, yes. So yes, put to the next one. So, subscription model, we are keen on what exactly customers, restaurant owners are earning and making. So we have a subscription model, we have a commission model, and then we have a pay as you use. And I would explain this if there is more time. But this is our model in terms of our charging, our pricing. Then our attractions. We actually building a consumer application right now that enable users order directly from the restaurant owners. We've onboarded closely 20 chefs at the moment. Now, we are not going the route of the restaurant, normal restaurant. We came up with a model that we are building an application for our own in-house customers to actually use. I will explain that with time. And then we are building our customer base instead of going to look for the customers out there. And then the software as a service product to enable them streamline and operate everything that they need to operate from the comfort of their home. We've partnered with two culinary schools that are actually providing the chefs that are actually going to be running the businesses. And then we have one partnership with one bank that's willing to fund and give them credit to actually expand their business based on what demand is. Sorry, please. Yes, so marketing. So we are looking in terms of marketing strategies. We are focused on referrals. We are focusing on incubations and as well as using the aspect of the online and the local marketing processes to actually draw the customers to come on board. Sorry, please, the next slide. So this is my team. I myself, the co-founder, I'm a product manager, a business developer and analysis, and with a background of software engineering, right? And then is a co-founder, the CEO, COO rather, is operations and business analysis, business development. And then we have our co-founder who is a CTO and software engineer and data analysis. So yes, this is our ask. We are asking for 500,000 USD. We are going to be focusing on talent acquisition, brand positioning, and growth. I'm a salesperson by profession, so I cover everything that has to do with the marketing. And then, yes, I think that's the last slide. Thank you. Questions?